days, I usually less makeup the better. No makeup on. When it comes to a glam look, I have a whole different routine. Essentially, it's this natural makeup enhanced. We'll have another video for that. Straight into it, grab your handy dandy makeup bag and let's get started. Usually I already have my skin prepped with any toner, moisturizers that you normally put for like your skincare routine. This is what we're starting with. Laura Mercier Illuminating Primer. I feel like Laura knows what she's doing over there. All of her products are usually very rich, at least for my skin type. I have combination skin. Everything I use is gonna be tagged down below. So this is our next step, curl your lashes. Truly, it's very rare that I even wear a false lash. I usually try to save those for like special events, carpets, or whenever I know I'm gonna get photographed in a professional way. So remember I told you guys we are doing no foundation. We are doing tinted moisturizers. I also only wear it on the bottom half of my face. I do this because I feel like when I put too much product like under my eyes, it just looks cakey. It looks like I have a lot of makeup on and I don't enjoy that vibe. And this is the Fenty Beauty. These drops, I use shade 5 and 10. Tinted moisturizers usually allow your skin to look like skin and just give you a little more coverage so that you don't feel barefaced. But if you want to go barefaced also, girl, it's your world. It's time for blush. We're mixing the Milani Cheek Kiss in Nude Kiss and the Armani Cheek Tint. This is in 53. I love these Armani cheek tints. I don't care to blend it out too much because we're gonna dabble, blend on top. Blush definitely is my top favorite product. I try to tell this to everyone that comes to me for questions about makeup. Figure out the shape of your face and what contouring works for your face shape because it's all individual. So where I place these specific products might be different for you. For my specific face shape, I like to do it in like that C form. Bring it up to my temples, bring it on my actual cheek, but focus it mainly on like the outskirts of my cheek. Now that we've done blush, I do like to go in with my Laura Mercier Translucent Pressed Powder, which love that they invented this. First, we go in with a fluffy brush. This is Real Techniques 400. Swirl and swirl. And you pat, 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 pat. Don't sweep, guys. Just pat into your face. Once we're down in the neck, we can like sweep a little, but still with the patting motion. You're gonna grab your favorite bronzer and your favorite powdered blush. With your brush, we're gonna mix the two and we're gonna set this blush that we applied earlier, but in the contouring areas. I'm gonna show you what I mean. I do use two brushes. First, I go in with like a big fluffy brush. This is from MAC, but the number is literally disappeared. But it's just like a big fluffy blush brush kind of. Pick up some of your bronzer, not too much. Little light hand. With that bronzer on your brush, pick up some blush. Again, patting motions right on top of that blush, but also where you would normally contour. Bring it into your ear so we can blend it as best as we can. Usually I like to keep it in the outer parts of my face. Again, this is my everyday, so really just bronzing up the face. Then you're gonna take your actual blush brush. This is another really fluffy brush. This is from Amazon. It has a beautiful unicorn design. It's great brushes. With your blush brush, you're gonna pick up your powdered blush. You can kind of see the separation of that bronzer that you put with the blush, but it still looks blended in together. A little bit on the nose, and then we're gonna go in and slightly contour the nose. Not too heavy, because again, this is an everyday vibe. I'm gonna grab a blending brush. This is a very small, condensed, fluffy brush. This is from MAC, but I don't know the number. So just grab your favorite blending brush, grab some product on there, tap off the excess very lightly. We're gonna go in and contour the nose. We're gonna go in and set one more time with translucent powder. And I do this because since I don't use foundation, when I go in and I set with translucent powder, I feel like I shape my face more just with the powder. I go in with our hefty triangle powder puff. This is the Laura Mercier Rose translucent powder. I love it. You don't need to use the rose one for your skin tone if you don't like. See how I pick some up? I don't use all that. Wipe it off in the back of my hand. Pat it in to really set that tinted moisturizer in. We're not baking, we're just setting. This, I feel, also helps the makeup last longer because since you're not wearing foundation, you're wearing a very light tinted moisturizer. The goal is to just set enough where that tinted moisturizer doesn't move throughout the day. We are gonna bake now. You're gonna shape your nose and bring it out. I'm gonna leave that under our eyes until we're done with the details. So for the brows, today we're using the Maybelline Brow Fast Sculpt Gel, the Revlon Micro Pencil. These alternate in terms of brand. If it's a gel, if it's a pencil, go ahead and grab it. I try to use a very light hand and take my time applying the product so it looks the most natural and build it up. I'm into this vibe right now where they kind of like go up in a way. Look at that difference. What? Okay, let's do the other side. I like to try and lightly do strokes that mimic my hair. Now, before we do the lashes, I like to wipe off this powder. I just feel like it makes my life easier. So grab a dense small brush. This is off Amazon, little unicorn detail. Swirl it in there, wipe it all off. When it comes to mascara, I alternate. Today we're going in with the Laura Mercier Caviar Extravagant Mascara. Love this mascara. I love the wand. Really gives you like a wispy look, especially if you are more of a natural lash girly like me. This kind of gives you the effect of fake wispy lash. When it comes to applying the mascara, I do have a technique which is hard to do on camera, so I'm gonna try to explain it before I start. Basically, the trick is to lift up your lash, get the wand to hit the root of your lash, and blink as you like go up. And we'll repeat that same technique until you fully cover your lash. When I'm going in the inside of my eye, I like to put my wand facing down, using that tip to really get in there. You don't have to blink every time, but once you already quote once, you don't have to blink, but it does help you along the way. Okay, we're done with one eye. Just want you guys to see the difference. Come on, come on. Okay, both eyes are done. This is the last step. So for lip, this is my MAC Cork dupe. As you can tell, I'm almost out. I love this pencil. I think I sharpened the name off, honestly. So for all my Cork girlies, this is the NYX lip pencil for you. And you know, line your lips like you normally would. Tell me it doesn't look like cork. And I like to go in with my finger and blend it out. And then I just like to top it off with my favorite lip color in that moment. Right now, I'm really obsessed with Lancome's Butter Glows. It's a very pretty nude, but it's a lip balm. You see it only applied on the bottom? Like, it gives you a little color, but it's a lip balm. We're going straight in with our Bellamy hair extensions. The first thing we want to do is section our hair off. This is a technique that I still use to this day, and it's applying one extension all the way in the bottom. I'll show you how now. I don't know what that looked like, but hopefully you got the gist. We do this so that it could truly hide your hair. Once that's applied, you want to go straight in and section off. I go essentially right from the back of my ear on both sides. Separate, section it off, flip this up, brush it through, open your clips. This is the 3. I start with the middle, go straight to the middle of your head. Let me try to do this. Okay. Go to the middle part. I mean, obviously this is all like intuitive. I would assume this is the middle of my head. I lift up a little bit of the hair. Clip your hair and lift it up. Clip. I don't tease. Bellami's clips are very strong and I just don't think it's necessary to tease my hair. Just make sure to lift my own hair up so that it has something to like grab onto, you know? Just keep going. Let go of your hair. Brow and brow. Bring your fingers all the way to the back and section it off. This one we like to start at the corner and then just secure all around. This is what it should look like. It's all clipped. Clip it and clip. And you're brushing and brush very gently.